2012 Nissan Rogue. Today we'll be replacing the valve cover. Now I'm going to try to make this video as short as I can. There's a lot of things that we have to cover. Keep also in mind that we have to put a jack underneath and we have to support the engine. We have to raise it up just a little bit because we have to remove this bracket right here and these two motor mounts right there in order to get to the valve cover. All right, let's do it. Let's start by disconnecting the negative terminal. Let's start by removing these two bolts right here with a 10mm socket. You can put the bolts back on so that you don't lose them. Remove this bolt right here. Use pliers or needle nose pliers to remove this right here. Using Phillips screwdriver, loosen this bolt up just a little bit so that you can remove this plastic cover. Let's remove this connector right here. It's pretty simple. Just press and pull and it comes out. Using some needle nose pliers, we're going to remove this right here. So just press it, just find the right way. There. At this point, you can remove your connectors for the coils. Again, just press and pull. Pretty simple. Using needle nose pliers, we're going to be removing this right here. Let me zoom in. Just pull out and it should come out. We have to remove these two clips right here. Again, using the needle nose pliers, just squish a little bit and pull out and it comes out. Same thing on this side. To remove this zip tie right here, just get a flathead screwdriver and press here, press down, and this part should come out. Just like that. Okay, yeah, you can use this. All right, using a piece of wood, we're going to put the jack on the oil pan and we're just gonna raise it up just a little bit. Again, we're just going to support the engine just a little bit. So right there, it should be fine. Using 18mm, we're going to be removing this bolt right here. Using a 16mm socket, we're going to be removing these 5 bolts right here. All right, if you notice, the engine went down a little bit, but it's a good thing that we have our jack underneath. So now we just remove the bolts. We have these 3 of them. They're same size, but these 2 over here, they're a different size. Okay, this is a very long one. And this is another very long one. So keep that in mind. These 3 over here are the short ones, and the 2 on the bottom left are the long ones. To remove this motor mount right here, there's 3 bolts. Using the same 16mm socket, we're going to remove them. I believe these are all the same size, yes. Remove this bolt right here with a 10mm socket holding the AC lane. You can put it back where you got it from so that you don't lose it. Remove this plastic right here holding the AC lines. And by removing that, now we have more space so we can move around. Using the needle nose pliers, we're going to be removing this clip right here in the back. That way we can even have more space to move. Pretty simple, just like that. So now you see we can move this around. Using 18mm socket, we're going to remove this bolt right here so we can take out the motor mount. There. All right, we have to remove this part. Now you can move the AC lanes a little bit and try to squish it out. Just be careful so that you don't break anything. Just like that. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove these two bolts right here. Again, if you want to just put them here so that you don't lose them, it's always a good idea. All right, there's 3 bolts we have to remove with a 14mm socket. Is this one right here, and this one right there. One, 2, and this is a very long one. So remember, big one goes in the bottom left. There's a hidden bolt right here. You have to remove the oil cap. Once you remove it, is this bolt right here. Using a 14mm wrench, we can remove it. Just be careful so that nothing falls inside your engine. So yeah, this is a little bit tricky, but it's doable. All right, do the most that you can. I think it's right there. And then there's another bolt right here I forgot to mention. Also with a 14mm socket, you can remove it. With all those bolts removed and this one loosened all the way, you can already start moving this and just wiggle it. You should be able to take it out. Now we have to remove this hose that connects to the throttle body using a flathead screwdriver. Loosen this up and loosen this side up too. Now just pull. You should be able to come out. There you go. The reason we have to remove the throttle body is because there's a bolt right there underneath. So we gotta remove the throttle body so we can get to it. So using an Allen key, we're going to be removing those bolts right there. Okay, there's another bolt right here. Let me show you right there. All right, now we can take out the throttle body and just move it to the side a little bit. You can use needle nose pliers to remove these holes right here. Now let's remove the coils using a 10mm socket. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you have debris, dirt, or dust, or anything, this is the best time right now to clean it. Wow, there's a piece of rock. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove the bolts holding the valve cover. To remove the bolt that's under here, you can just take this rubber part out. It should come out, and just like that. Once removing all the bolts, if it doesn't come out, you can use a rubber mallet like this one and just hit it right here so you can loosen it up. right. There you go. There. There we go. Okay, this is how it looks. Now what you have to do now, you can get a clean rag. Be careful, clean all the edges that you see. Clean everything that you see on the side. Just be careful so that no debris or dirt goes inside the engine. Okay, now we're going to apply high temperature silicone on the corners. So right here, right here, right there, and right there. And then we're gonna spread it out. You can use a glove or your finger, whatever you want. After adding the high temperature silicone, now it's time to put the valve cover. Now just inspect it and make sure everything is in place, all the gaskets, everything has to be in place. Now just make sure this is the way it goes with the oil cap up, bottom on the top left. Now we're gonna fit it through underneath here. Just make sure that the gasket don't fall off and make sure that nothing falls inside the engine. To add the bolts, just make sure you start from the middle. So first we're gonna start with this one right here, then the one that's on the top part right there. Then we're gonna move here to this one, then to this one, then this one, then this one, then the corner one, the upper corner one, then this one, and then this one. Then you do these two right here. This one. And let's take this out. And this one. All right, now we can use the ratchet and again start with this one. All right, after that, we can install the oil cap. Now we can go ahead and put the throttle body back. Now that you tied out the bolts all the way, we can put this back already. Flathead screwdriver. Same thing here. Now we can go ahead and put the 4 coils back. Now we can install these holes right here. So just pull it, push it. There. Using needle nose pliers, you can squeeze this. Right there. Let's not forget the rubber part that goes right here. All right, now we're going to install the bracket. So just put it around this area. Be careful so that you don't scratch or hit anything. Right, to put the bolt back here, just remove the oil cap so we can have more space. And just feed it through. This should be the first one that you put on. All right, now let's put this bolt right here. And the other one right here. And remember about the very long one, goes right here. Use a 14mm socket and tie them all the way. Don't forget about this back bolt that's over here. So remove the oil cap so you can have more space and just tie it all the way. All right. Put your oil cap back on. Now let's install these ones right here. So just pull this out. Right there. All right, now we can push this right here, the clip. Just push it all the way in. Good. Now, don't forget about this one right here. Just get it and put it inside. Good. Now we can connect the coils, the connectors for the coils. This one. This one. Number 3, number 4. This clip here as well, just push it in, and then this clip you can just push it into. Perfect. Now this cable right here, we can just put the clip back on and just connect the connector. Perfect. Now we can install this bracket right here. So just remove the screws, put them back on. All right, now we have to install the mount. So remember, we took it out from this side. So be very careful so that you don't bend anything. So move a little bit, and we're trying to squish it in from this side. There. Perfect. All right, now we're going to install the 3 bolts that hold the mount. So one right there, one right there, and the other one right here. All right, let's start putting these bolts in. So if your engine is really low, or if you need to move it a little bit, you can raise the jack a little bit. And then you can just move this around. So let's start with this one, right there. All right, now we're going to install this mount right here. Right there. Perfect. All right, now you can remove the jack, lower it down. Now make sure you tight all the bolts all the way. Okay, now we can install this bracket. Just remove the bolt that's here. Right there. And this piece, you can just push it in. Right there. Don't forget this plastic piece. Just like that. Now we're gonna install the holes right here. Using the needle nose pliers. Just push it all the way down. Now it's time to install this one. Just push it right here. Right there. Now install these holes. Just like that. Right there. And right here underneath, make sure it goes inside the little rubber that goes inside there. So just push down, get the bolt right here, and using some pliers, we're gonna put this right there. Phillips screwdriver. Perfect. Using the same Phillips screwdriver, use it right here. Perfect. Okay, install your negative terminal. Perfect. And all right, guys, that's it for this video. I really hoped it helped you. I know it was a very long video. There was a lot of steps that we needed to do. But yeah, we got it done. Link will be down in the description if you want to buy the valve cover. If this video helped you in any way, please consider subscribing. Check out my other videos. I'm going to leave my PayPal link down below if you want to donate anything. Anything helps. You don't have to. It's just if you want to. So all right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.